Hey, it's Amy from Amy Parker Art. I'm here with my friend Cheryl
Hi.
from Tinker's Card Art, and we're just hanging out, having a good time. I had to call Cheryl earlier because we're like buds and we help each other with stuff. And I'm like, Cheryl, let's just go live and hang out. And she's like, yeah, let's do that. So I'm just doing a couple techie things on the side, and we'll get right to it in a moment. You can just basically, you're just welcome to hang out inside of our studios with us and ask us anything you want. Just hang out. We are using StreamYard, so our studios with us. Whoops. I think I have to shut that off for a second.
And I'm going to share it to my page now. I think I can. Right. And I think I've shared to my page all the techie stuff. It's really it's overwhelming sometimes.
Can you hear me, Cheryl?
I can.
I know we had like a little bit of a quiet moment
Yep. I'm just we're all
because
bringing up the pages and trying to get it live on the pages. So that's all.
yeah.
Done.
So Cheryl, you can try and share if you want
I
from
did. I
my
shared it to my group. I'm looking now to see about sharing it here on my page, and we'll see. I'll just paste the link. I'm not sure how this all works, but it might. Um, okay, we'll give it a whirl. All right.
yeah.
Hello, everybody. What's everybody working on today?
Now we're not going to be able to see your comment unless you allow StreamYard to show well, we'll see the comment, but we won't be able to see your name unless you click to allow for StreamYard to let us see it.
Hi,
But
Robin. Hey,
yeah.
Lisa Marie's on too. Yeah, and once you do that, Amy, I believe you're in for good. You don't have to do it every time. I think
Oh, that's good to
I
know. Good to
think
know.
I
Hi,
think
Robin. Hi, Lisa Marie. Um, yeah, Cheryl, show them the cute little frames that you're
they're not
working
really
with.
cute, but they're creepy. It's not even halfway to
Creepy.
Halloween, but my son has a horror podcast, and we have a booth at Spooky Empire coming up in a few weeks down in Orlando. So he will be promoting the podcast, and I'm going to sell things. So I was painting Krampus yesterday. So here he is,
Oh my
creepy Krampus.
gosh. I mean, is that like the real name of that thing that
Krampus
you
is an old tale of a contemporary of Saint Nicholas who came and scared the children who misbehaved.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, did you make up
There are
that
movies and things,
character?
I'm sure, but no, I didn't. I didn't make that up. And so now I'm going to be painting some on Christmas ornaments. These are ceramic Christmas ornaments, and I'm just painting them with the acrylic paint.
So are you doing this for like the Christmas in July?
I didn't think of that, but I could. I didn't know if it was just too niche and creepy, but why not throw a little bit of
Oh, so you're doing all creepy things.
This is for yeah, I've made all kinds of creepy little pins, buttons, stickers that I've illustrated, and then I thought I wanted to paint. I did some watercolor. I did a watercolor Beetlejuice. Um,
Oh my
but
gosh.
I was dying to paint Krampus, and I thought,
Look what Lisa Marie said. My
what?
twins painted themselves in Sharpie
Oh
marker.
God, no! They're
Oh, Lisa Marie, your kids are so darn
they're
cute.
so they're
Oh,
lucky because the cuteness saves them, right? Because I
anyone
think
that I'm actually working on a tracer for my Creative Warriors membership for this upcoming, well, this month. It's June. Can you guys believe it's June already? Hello, Ella.
yeah,
Um, anyway, Cheryl was helping me with some techie stuff with this because I don't do a ton of tracers. We mostly do like fine arts, you just kind of go with the flow, but I know some of my members do like the tracers, so don't worry. This month on Monday you will be getting this tracer with a whole marketing pack for this gorgeous painting. But Cheryl, I got a question. as
sure.
as you were talking about the Krampus, and I was working on my tracing, I actually pressed a wrong button, and instead of it
Okay.
being black, now it's gray and I can't see it. So I imagine I just pressed the
You might be
circle.
tracing on the painting layer, and because of the opacity being down, it looks gray. So make sure you're tracing on the right layer, first of all.
Okay, how do I do that?
Click on your layers button right there. And nope, you're on the right layer, but your pen is coming out. It's not. Oh, upper right hand, see that white circle? That's your color. You've got
How
to
did,
make sure you're on black.
how did that get
Yep, just choose black. Yep.
whoops, why isn't it showing me black? Oh,
Right
history.
there.
I'll just
Yep.
and then why it's still not showing black up there though. Look in the oh yes it is.
Yep.
It is. It is. Thank good. Who has a techie friend like Cheryl? If you do,
I wish I was
congratulations.
techier. There's
I
still
mean, I'm
things
pretty
that are
techie
beyond
too,
me.
but it's good to have a friend that knows other things, other tech
Yeah.
things.
Yep.
Hello, Auntie Linda. Hello, Jane.
Hey,
Hello,
Linda.
Linda
Hey,
Clark.
guys.
Thank you all for hanging out. You all can ask us questions if you would like, or just let us know about your day and how it's going.
Or
Um,
what you're
I'm
painting lately?
Yes, let us know what you're painting, what you're working on.
Yep.
Cheryl's working on some, what's it called? Crampets?
Krampus, and which is don't worry, Linda, we won't paint these in the membership. It's kind of creepy, but they're be good for Spooky Empire. Spooky Empire is a horror convention that is the dark side of Comic-Con, and it's really fun.
Oh,
My son has been 2 years now with his horror podcast. So if anyone's into horror, Fear and Beer on all of the podcast channels, it's pretty fun. But yeah,
my brother watches something. I bet that your son probably knows this person. My brother watches like these YouTube videos of like this guy that tells like scary stories, and now I
oh,
can't remember his name.
there's a
But
lot of those podcasts and things. People are so into all those true crime and horror podcasts.
yeah,
Yeah.
and actually he's a really good storyteller. I kind of get engrossed in
They're
it
fun
once
to
in a
listen to
while.
when you're painting, you know? You could have something in the background going on.
I can't.
No?
I can't have anyone talking to me. I can't have any music on unless it's classical, very low. But
Yeah.
that's the only thing I can listen to. And hey, I've sang in rock bands my whole life, but it's kind of ironic. Like, it's just weird that I need to listen to classical music when I paint,
That's
if I
cool.
listen to music, which I normally don't. But everyone, let us know. Let us know if you listen to music when you paint, or
Yeah.
you
And
know. But Cheryl, you like to listen to music when you're painting or
I
watch?
listen to podcasts or audiobooks a lot of times.
Oh, there you
Mhm.
go.
Yep.
Sydney was saying hi to you. Lisa Marie says, Cheryl,
Oh, it's okay.
because
Hello.
you all
And
got to
I
just
was just
hang
telling
out.
Amy what a great time we had out there in Santa Fe. That was such a great day. I had such a fun time.
Cheryl just went to the plein air convention and got to hang out with Lisa Marie and her adorable kids.
Oh, I know, Linda, horrific. And then it reminded me of I have to have my son put this little bug in his ear for his podcast because does anybody know Baba Yaga? It's an old tale. Was it a Nordic tale? And
I
she's
don't
this
know.
hag that lives in the woods, but she lives in a house on chicken feet. It's like the coolest thing. Like I forgot about her, so I'm gonna have to have Nick do these old children's tales, which are super scary, really. And I was looking up illustrations yesterday of her houses, and there's some great illustrations. She lived in a house on chicken feet. It's the coolest thing. So I'm gonna have to paint some Baba Yaga too. Right now, I'm right now painted my little ceramic ornaments blue, and I'm just gonna spatter them with a toothbrush to make them look like snow. So we'll paint Krampus on top of that snowy.
So, Cheryl, when is this festival
Oh,
thing that you're
it's
bringing these?
I'm going down on June 16th to Orlando, and it runs for the weekend. And I went to the one in the sun. They had one before Christmas, which was really cool. And it's not just super creepy. There's so many artisans there that paint creepy things. or make creepy things. I bought some really fun, different things
That's
there.
so funny.
There's
Your
a
people
guy.
are probably like, what are you
I
talking
know.
about, Cheryl?
I'll have to
You don't
find a
usually
picture.
paint creepy paintings.
There's a guy who paints on knives. Honestly, I was really ready to hand over all this money to buy a couple knives. He paints faces of the characters, Frankenstein and all the movie ones, Jason. But also he had one that I loved. So it's a nice big butcher knife, all beautifully painted with portion of the face. So he had Jack and Jack Skellington and Zero the little dog and Sally, and they were set in this wooden coffin frames he made. You guys didn't know what you
Wow.
signed up for when you popped on today. Like, oh god, this creepy stuff.
I
Beautiful work,
know.
no, beautiful paintings. Beautiful woman. A girl made these amazing dolls that were a little creepyish, but she sewed them on. They had buttons and little embroidered sayings. Really, really interesting. The big one is in October, of course, at the convention center. But they have a few every year. They have a Christmas one, and they have one now in the summer, and it's called Spooky Empire. If anybody is so inclined, or down in Florida. I bet you Michelle. I don't know if Michelle popped on, but I bet you she'll be coming to it.
Oh, probably. I mean, she's going to want to see you anyway. Jane says, I often listen to music or podcasts like you do,
Yep.
even tutorials on YouTube when I paint that plein air convention. That sounds great. Yeah, Cheryl goes to this
Yes.
plein air convention. It's a big deal every single year.
Yep.
Hello, Laura Corbello. She says, hi, Cheryl. Thanks for teaching the floral wreath. I made some money with that one.
Yeah.
Remember, you were a guest star in my membership, and
Yes,
Laura.
and I love that. And you can paint. It doesn't have to be Valentine-y. It could be just. You could paint it as a circular wreath, and it's so versatile. You could use that painting in a lot of ways. So
Right,
I'm glad you
right.
used it. I'm glad you
Yeah,
painted
Cheryl,
along.
thanks so much for that one, because I know that you showed me a few, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, show that one, teach them
Because
that
you
one,
can use
because
it for also. I always
yeah,
tell all my people different ways to use the paintings, because it doesn't have to be straight off. It's like, oh, if you don't like a painting, you could use a part of it, like this little berry one we're doing next month. I'm going to take little 4-inch canvases like the Krampus canvases and just paint the single little berries on there. That would be cute too. You don't have to do the whole bowl. But
that's
once you learn
beautiful,
the
Cheryl.
technique,
I
you could
love that.
use it all different ways.
Linda says she likes peace and quiet when she
Does you do
paints.
you? Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
Linda's my
sometimes do.
auntie as well.
Sometimes.
So we have some genes together. So we both
Oh,
like
there's
some peace and
Michelle.
quiet. Yes. Um, and Linda says, remember that old story of the house on chicken legs? I don't
Baba
remember what.
Yaga.
Oh, okay. So that's what. So Linda knows what you're talking about. I'm thinking, does
I
Cheryl really
read.
say chicken legs? I don't know.
Oh, I can you I wonder if you can screen. Can we show on here? Let me see if I can find some cool pictures of them.
I don't
Let's
know.
see.
Hello, Michelle. She can't wait to see you, she said.
I can't wait to see
Linda, I'm
you.
so sorry you're just getting over the sickness. I didn't know that you had it, honey. I hope that you feel better soon. I had it twice. Big bummer. Michelle says she loves the berries. Linda says it's pretty. People wanted their. Oh, Laura Corbella is telling you about your bee painting. People
Yeah.
wanted their anniversary names in the
Oh, that's a great
center.
idea. That is a great
How
idea.
nice and
Perfect. It could be a
personalized.
wedding gift, a shower gift. Yep. Perfect.
Linda says she's okay, feeling better. Good, Linda. I'm so sorry about that. I recently had it again as well. Right now, I know you all can't see exactly what I'm doing, but I have my iPad here, and Cheryl was so kind to walk me through some iPad steps, because sometimes I forget stuff. I'm making a tracer for all of my creative warriors for this month's painting tutorial, which is Vast Sky. I actually did a painting of it right here on my business page, Amy Parker Art. You can go back and check it out if you want to, but the version that I'm giving Creative Warriors is way better. I talk you through step by step how to create it. And my Creative Warriors are like, they're into fine arts painting, because that's how I made my money selling my fine arts quick, fast acrylic paintings to my collector base, and that's what I teach in my membership. But anyway, you don't, because I have so many, well-versed artists in my membership, you don't have to use my designs, but I recreate designs that I know are good sellers and ones that actually have been proven to sell. And I know we were talking earlier about Cheryl here, who was a guest star in my membership. And Laura's one of my members too of Creative Warriors. And she was just talking to us about how she recreated and sold some pieces also from Cheryl's design that she was so sweet to give them rights to sell if they wanted. So thank you, Cheryl, for that.
Oh, it was anytime. That was a great fun. We'll have to do another one.
Yes, yes. I was just organizing. I know you've been organizing your paintings in your membership too. And
Trying to be organized.
I've been starting to do that myself, to kind of go through and go down and make sure everything is like all together and see all the ones that are in there. I got quite a few paintings. I didn't add them up
It's
yet.
amazing when you start looking, like you can't believe. I was surprised.
Yeah. Michelle's asking you a question, Cheryl.
Michelle. Oh no, but Baba Yaga, can I let's try screen sharing, because I do have the illustrations pulled up. Let me see if there's a way to do that to show you them. If not, I could put them on the iPad, but I'm not sure. What if I say share screen? I'm not sure if it's going to just share what tab it's going to share. So maybe that won't work. Let me try it
I'm
real quick.
pretty sure you can, although I'm hosting it, so I'm not
sure. Oh, I see.
sure.
Entire screen window, Chrome tab. All right, Baba Yaga house. There they are. Can you see it now? Her cool, the illustrations and things.
I think you have to click on it inside of.
Stop share. It says it's sharing to StreamYard. I think it's there now. Can you see it there?
I just added it for you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Let me. It's just. Is it scrolling now?
Yep.
Isn't that? Look at this one. I mean, what a great. There's Baba Yaga there. She's the old hag, but I just love her house. Like this one here, I loved these illustrations. Aren't they great?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll have to paint one of those. Michelle, because I don't know if anybody at Spooky Empire is going to know, but I bet if they're into horror, she's a little horror-like, so I don't know. We'll see. But right now I'm going to just sketch on my little face, and then I'm just going to freehand it, really, because it's just a little green. He looks a little like the Grinch, really.
You're probably going to hear Yoda start doing the siren. Sorry, people, just fair warning. Laura Patton, hello. I'm at work, hairdresser, so watching till my next client arrives. Laura, I used to be a hairdresser and own a hair salon, so I know how that is. Hope you have a good day.
And I wasn't planning on going live. We just decided this, so no judgment zone. I haven't touched my hair yet, so no judgment. I'm going to go
Same
fix it
hair, right? Hair, no pun intended.
Oh my God.
Okay, Cheryl, so here I am. I got my tracer done for my member.
Cool. So now you have to shut off the layer with the picture, the painting, and now you just have the tracer left.
Okay, so I go to my layers.
Go to settings. Whoops. I mean layers, yep.
My layers. Why isn't it? Okay, now I go to what?
You go down one layer to your painting right there and uncheck it.
There you go. Now.
So now you have to go back to the tracing layer so that you can export it. You want to be on that. Go up to the top layer now. Click on that, layer 5. Good. And now you can just go to the wrench tool and share and send it to yourself or save it as a photo.
Thank you, Cheryl. You're amazing.
Welcome.
This is such a great hack for making a tracer.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I love that Procreate app. If you have an iPad or an Apple Pencil, you guys, that Procreate app's maybe like $14, and I do all my illustrating inside of it. I do a lot of design work in there, making cards. The kids would love it. You could paint with all kinds of brushes and all kinds of mediums. You could have it look like a watercolor painting. You could have it look like an oil painting or a sketch. You can add text now, which is really cool because that wasn't.
I'm confused now, Cheryl.
Oh, what?
I hit my wrench.
Yep. Share. Click on share up top.
And then, oh,
Use
that's right.
JPEG or PNG, whatever you want
I
to.
know Michelle's probably laughing at me. Hello, it's right there.
Thank you, Laura. These are just readers, but I love them. They came from Zennies. They're prescription readers. But if you're ever haven't ordered glasses on Zennies, my God, you could save so much money
Oh
there.
my gosh, I
So
heard that was an awesome place to get glasses.
you can
And
upload
those,
your prescriptions, and then you can upload your face, and you could try the glasses on your face if you want.
is it Zeni?
Might be two N's. Zenny. If you just start putting Zenny in, it'll pop up.
Okay.
It's Zenny
I
Optical.
remember that from a while. Babe,
Just-
it's mommy Yoda. Yoda's growling at me. Can you let the dog out before he pees on the floor? Oh, he did. Okay. Cheryl, now do I do anything, or is it just
Did you
it
send it to your camera roll?
it automatically just shared it?
If you click save photo, it will go to your camera roll.
Okay, I'm gonna
Or you
pull
could,
my
you
breath
could
and
airdrop it to yourself.
press this button, and then oh wait, what am I doing? Oh, I close out. Now I'm gonna go to photos. Oh no,
Hi,
Cheryl,
Michelle.
I am going to have a heart attack.
Right. You haven't lost it.
I don't know where it went.
That's okay. Just go back and do it again.
Do what again? The whole
Go back
tracer?
to your no. Go back to your are you in Procreate?
No.
Okay, just go back to Procreate. It's still there.
Okay.
Open Procreate. Okay. And
see, it's right here. It says untitled artwork, JPEG image.
Just click off that. Let that close. Click off it somewhere else. Click outside of it. Yep. Okay.
Import unsuccessful.
Yep. Okay, so just go okay and then go back to the tracer. Okay. Now go back up to the wrench.
Oh, whoops.
I feel like I'm playing Clue. And go to share. And you're choosing JPEG, right? Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now it's going to give you a choice there to save to camera roll, send to save image. Go right into save image. Down a little bit, down like 4, right up a little bit, somewhere there. Yep.
Oh, duh. Now Michelle is really laughing at me. She says she's got to go. Talk to you later, alligator. Okay, Michelle. Bye-bye. Let's see. Lynn. Hello, Lynn. No judgment from me. Still in PJs here. That's good. She's not judging us. That's great. You two are adorable. Thanks, Lynn. Yes, we love your glasses. Okay. You all can ask us a question if you want about painting or anything art related. Selling, I teach how to sell. And I'm just
Maybe
going
some
back
topics of like what are good subjects do you guys find that are selling well now? Does anybody have something that they really find is going well this summer? Are you doing some shows or
look, Cheryl,
what do you think? Yep.
It's in there.
Yay.
It's in there. Do you all see that? These are some I have a lot, but here's some paintings from here down that I have inside of the membership. I have more than that, but these are ones that I'm doing tracers for my membership, Creative Warriors. Greer Summer. Is it Summer Greer or is it Greer Summer? Love your groove. Cool. Laura's is beautiful. I am going to show you. I know some of my members have seen it, or actually I didn't put it in my membership because it's just for my art collector base, but I'll show you the last painting I just did the other day. I'm so excited about it. I'll show you in a second. I will call you in a moment, honey. I'm on live with my friend Cheryl, ! Guess what? That was my daughter, Emily. She's in Key West right now. She's so excited. She just went to Key West yesterday with her friend. Well, they're roommates from college. And yeah, I told her to go to the Bull bar. She's hungover right now. I'm like, drink some Pedialyte. She usually never drinks. She's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, well, you went to Key West with your friends. So, but I told her, I'm like, go to the Bull because my friend Cynthia, who I met in Key West this year, I drew a portrait of her. She was security at the bar called the Bull, and I put it on my profile, I think my page and stuff. But Cynthia was just messaging me today from the painting that I did. She was like, oh my gosh, I love it. It's so beautiful. The one of the roses. I'll show you in a moment.
That came out nice. Yeah.
But I told Emily, I'm like, go ahead and go to the Bull and say, hey, remember the portrait artist that drew you? That's my mom. So Greer says, how do you begin to sell paintings when you are just beginning? It's Greer Summer. Okay, thank you for clearing that up, Greer. And I didn't know you followed Amy. Oh, Laura says, Laura Patton. I didn't know you followed Amy. That's awesome. More Laura's, the better, right? I mean, we got Linda's too. I think I have like 3 Linda's right now in my membership. Greer, I will let you know the easiest way to start is just start putting your stuff out there. Like I teach a lot in my membership on how to market yourself, promote yourself organically using social media. Do a lot of lives. Reels are super popular. We go into detail about this in my membership, but yeah, that's kind of like the gist of it to kind of get going. Like you have to kind of show what you're doing and like let people know, hey, I'm an artist. Here are my pieces. But you don't have to be pushy about it or anything. But when I first actually started to grow my collector base years ago, I went live a lot, just painting and creating. I did a lot of portrait drawings as well, but acrylic paintings and portrait drawings. And I did that showing everyone what I was doing when I was working on an order, or if I was just painting something for myself, I would turn on the camera and just do it. So Greer, let me know, are you scared to go live or are you already going live? Because that's another thing. Some people like, I would never do that. There's tips for that too. But let me go. Hello, Madeline. Let me go and get my rose painting. I'll show you that. You can see all Cheryl's beautiful paintings behind her, but I'm in a different setup here in the studio. I don't even dare to show you the rest of the studio. It's pretty messy right now. But anyway, let me grab my painting.
And about going live, I know I was that way in the beginning too. But I honestly just do it a few times and it gets really super easy. And people do love to see you working. And Facebook will show it a little more to people if you go live, even on your personal page. Just start letting your friends and family know what you're doing and
Yes.
have them share it.
So
that's beautiful, Amy.
This one I was totally inspired to paint because I recently went to the Boston Museum of Fine Arts with my daughter, Emily, who is so sweet, and she bought me tickets, she bought me tickets to the Turner exhibit, and Turner is my ultimate all-time favorite master painter. This looks nothing like a Turner, by the way, but I was just inspired by seeing all of the beautiful paintings there and all the master artists, and I got to see Cheryl, have you been there a lot to the Boston Museum of Art?
Yeah, but my favorite museum is just across the way in the Fenway is the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. That is my favorite place. You'll have to get there. We'll have to meet there when you're coming down. Let me know because I could meet you there.
Yeah. So tell me about that one. Like, what do they? Well, let me first tell them that I saw at the Boston Museum of Art. Not only did I, oh my gosh, it was just amazing experience to go to the Turner exhibit. It was so great. But I also saw a bunch of Monets, Van Gogh, Rembrandt. Who am I missing? Georgia O'Keeffe has a piece there.
I was just painting at her ghost ranch.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. I know I'm missing one, but I put it all over my page in my profile so you can check it out. But yeah, tell me about the Isabella. Like what's there?
Oh, there's all sorts of things there. It's very interesting, the story and everything. I don't know if anyone probably is. I'm going to look it up and give you some better information.
Oh,
But
okay.
it is Isabella Stewart Gardner was a socialite in Boston way back in the day, big Red Sox fan, and collected and traveled all over the world and collected this artwork and brought it home and housed it. This was her home. And it was turned into a museum, of course. And after her passing, she left all kinds of really stipulations about the place. Nothing could be changed. Nothing could be done this. Nothing could be done that. And so far as it's really tricky for some of the lighting in a lot of the rooms is very, very dark. And it's funny because they have to kind of go by her stipulations that she set. And there was also
Right.
that big the robbery. Remember the big heist of that
Oh,
still has
yes.
not been solved.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just really cool. It's very Renaissance, really, really, really Italian courtyard. And in the spring, I haven't caught it, but I've been dying to. It's all the nasturtiums are all draped down from the 2 or 3 stories in the courtyard.
Oh,
There's
wow.
orange trees. It's beautiful little courtyard space. They have functions and concerts and things there.
That's
Yeah, there's a
awesome.
picture right here of the courtyard. I don't know if you can see it. That's the courtyard there.
Oh, it is
In the middle
breathtaking
of
and
winter, it's just a lovely
gorgeous.
spot to go. And yeah,
Very,
it's
very
a
nice.
Venetian palace in the middle of Boston. It was there's quite a few books about her out. There was even a fictional novel about the heist that I had read. But if
Wow.
you're ever in Boston, I mean, it's a little overshadowed by the MFA, but you have to check it out. It's so cool.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. Picasso, as if I forgot that. That was another artist I got to see, and just to see those paintings close up is just totally amazing.
You need days too. I just love the Egyptian, the mummies, the
Yes.
different
Oh my
exhibits.
gosh, Emily was like right into that with all the
That's like my
sculptures and like
favorite
the
part.
ancient carvings, and yeah, it was really cool. So Greer says I'm a tiny bit scared, but that's never stopped me. That's awesome, Greer. I love your idea. Okay, thank you. That's wonderful. You got this, girl. She says she loves the roses too. Thank you, honey, so much. The museums. Jane says museums sound fantastic. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I'm going to show you another painting. One more painting that I really love. I have not sold to my collector base. I did get a few people interested, and I painted this a couple of years ago. But it's the next piece I'm going to show you is more of like an impressionistic kind of style, but I've saved it for myself all these years. Well, all these years. I mean, like a couple of years. Yeah, I was right. Past couple years. But here's a little tip for all of you who do lots of paintings, and if you're selling, always hold on to a piece or two here and there, especially if you do like a series of paintings. When I do that, I like to pick like one of my faves and keep it because we're the artists. So we need to hold on to something. So here's a piece that I've been holding on to for a couple
Beautiful.
of years. And thank you, Cheryl.
Is it acrylic, Amy? It looks like watercolor kind of.
Yeah, it's acrylic. It's called Antiques, and it was inspired by a walk in Meredith, New Hampshire that I went on with my nieces after dinner one night. And we walked by all of these really cool little shops, and I just loved this scene. So I took a photo and then painted it. And I don't know, it's hard to see with the lighting. Maybe if I tilt it a little bit, but there's some really deep like greens, different color greens in here. There's like all these little roses, because there was like these roses over the archway. It was so cool. But yeah, I really like it. So that's my tip, though, to save a painting here or there that you really like. It's okay to do that. And it's okay if you want to recreate, unless you say that, it's just the one-off edition. But I am not that kind of artist. I usually paint, more renditions of a piece. Like my purple tree, I painted and sold like, I think it's over 40 now. I think it's like maybe 41 or 42 pieces of the same design. It's for some reason like one of my most popular painting designs. which is inside of Creative Warriors, by the way, for a gold design I give you rights to. If you haven't texted me, make sure you do so. If you haven't texted Cheryl, make sure you do so. You can see it right across the bottom. Our number's right there if you want to be on our text list.
If we go live to paint, we'll let you know and give you a little heads up, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
I do it on a whim usually. I don't plan a lot. So if you're on that list, I'll go in and do a lesson or some little tutorial, and that way you'd be the first to know. Or you could just
Yes.
at least you'll know, and then you can come back and watch it later too. So it doesn't have to be something you have to do right then.
Yes, thanks for saying that, Cheryl, because sometimes it's hard to be on like a strict schedule. So she's right. I kind of do the same thing when I'm going live. I'll just shoot out a text and there you go. You can come hang out with us. Linda says, I love to see those old artist paintings up close. I seen Monet's in Canada years ago. Oh my gosh, it was just so beautiful to just get. I set off the alarm.
See those paintings that you've studied.
I set off the alarm a couple of times during the Turner exhibit because they have like the wire that goes around like the space for the painting, and I'm like leaning over it, taking pictures, and the alarm's like going off, and Emily's hitting me like, "Mom, get back!" And then I'm like, oh, is that me? And the guards are like standing there, and they didn't care. They're just like looking the other way, like, what do they think I'm gonna do, right? But it was kind of funny. And Linda says it does look like a Monet. I kind of was inspired by looking at Monet before I painted that. Yes, thank you. Oh, thanks, Jane. She said it kind of like leads you in. She likes how that. Thank you. But yeah. So anyway, Cheryl and I just popped on here, by flying by the seat of our pants. Yep. She was helping me this morning to make a tracer, which I don't do a ton, but I do some tracers for some of my gold designs inside of my membership. Here's some of the paintings that are in the membership. I know you can't see everything. And this is like some. My membership, Creative Warriors, is not open right now. We recently opened to the public. So my next opening will be in September. So if you want to jump on the wait list, you most certainly can. Keep your eyes peeled because I open 2 times a year. Cheryl just opened too. We opened at the same time.
Yeah, we're kind of on the same schedule. We complement, our memberships complement each other nicely.
Yes, I know, because Cheryl, show them some more of your paintings. Sure. Like, because
I'll show you what we're doing in the this month in my membership. We're doing, actually the recording for this will go out this weekend. This is just a little jungle painting. And again, it's something that you could paint just the tiger and not have to get so detailed, but I give the instructions on the whole thing. This will be fun. It's actually just painted on a piece of wood, and it's the jellyfish.
Wow, Cheryl, that's so cool. I love the jellyfish.
And every month I do paintings, but I also do tutorials on particular elements. So we did a tutorial on painting transparent objects like the vase, Amy, or bubbles. Yeah. So you could review, the members can review the tutorial on the bubbles if they want to practice, but we will also do it when we paint this. We paint this live by Zoom.
Yeah.
And we're doing the berry bowl, which you saw.
That is
and then our tutorial this month is sketching. So I'm going to show everyone my sketching supplies and my little sketchbooks and things.
Nice.
And we're going to do that. Last month we've done, I'm not even sure which month, but we've got the some pink desert blooms there. This was a little sunset from Melbourne when we were down there together, Amy. This is from my photograph at the beach when we were down in
That's awesome. I painted one, not just like it, but I painted that exact scene that we sat next to every day on the beach together. Yes.
And this was last year, but this was super popular. This little bike. Everyone likes those little scenes. Highland. I'm just pulling off what I have on the wall right now, but little Highland cow.
What's that called again? A Highland
coo? Like the Scottish would say, the coo?
That is awesome and so cute. Brenda says,
you probably worked with the modeling paste. The heavy modeling paste. Have you worked with that? Yeah. So this is all modeling paste and then painted.
Cheryl, Linda says, nice to meet you. And Brenda, who's one of our amazing. And
this one I love this one. This is just a waterfall painting, but
that's beautiful. Reminds me a little bit of Bob Rossi, but it's got your beautiful colors in there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little
Cheryl's amazing. Nice. Yeah, if you want to learn how to paint, Cheryl is the go-to gal for sure. And like she was just saying, she focuses on certain elements and things like that. And even giving you drawing tips and stuff. Inside of my membership, I do give you a painting tutorial once a month, but we focus mostly on the business end of things and techie end of things and how to promote yourself and market yourself online as an artist, grow a collector base, run your own collectors group, all kinds of cool things like that. How to make money with your paintings, numerous ways with like art shows, art parties, auctions, things like that. But yeah, Cheryl, how many paintings do you do per month with your members?
I do 3 paintings. 2 are recorded and sent out. One we paint by Zoom Live, and then by Zoom Live we do the tutorial, which it's sometimes just painting waves or just practicing brush strokes or blending, color mixing. And sometimes it's just a painter's choice and people could just turn up like this, paint on what they're
Oh my
painting.
gosh,
We all show each other and I'm there to help if there's any
that's
issues and things.
awesome.
So
So
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
yeah, so in your membership, it's sort of like yeah, that's great. You kind of get to
It's
hang
social.
out.
It's very social, but it's also a lot of people just want it for the content. They're not so much about the core group show up for the live classes, but a lot of people just like to do it on their own, which is fine. And I also offer, if someone is a teacher or does instruction or craft fairs or shows or whatever, if they want, they can use my paintings. If they're in the membership, they can use the paintings for their own use, whatever
Nice.
that might be. Yeah.
Nice. Linda
Well,
Arsenault
thanks,
says,
Linda.
I like I like the waterfall. I like modeling paste.
Yeah, I
Me
like the
too. Show
modeling
that
paste.
one again with the modeling paste.
Yeah, I have a couple of them. Actually, I have one that we did in the membership of sunflowers. I don't have the finished one handy, but this is what it looks like before it's painted. So we take that heavy modeling paste and apply it with a palette knife, and then you just
So
paint right
cool
over
because
it.
that will give you a ton of texture. Now, I made a mistake. All right. And I'm
This
a
is the other one.
pretty seasoned painter. Love it. Look at that gorgeous texture in there. So I made a mistake, Cheryl, and now you help me out with this because I actually did a tutorial in my membership. It still came out really super cool because we're artists and we can create whatever we want, right? But I took the modeling paste, which I used to call molding paste, by the way. Duh, it's modeling paste. But I took it and I mixed it with my paint colors, and then I used the
Oh, I
palette
think
knife
you
to
can
put it
do
on.
that.
But the thing is, it doesn't dry clear, so it really made my colors a lot lighter, obviously, because
Oh,
the
yeah.
modeling paste is white. So yeah, it didn't dry clear. So the thing that will dry clear, tell me if I'm wrong, Cheryl, but is the gel,
The gel medium.
yeah, the gel mediums, and you can get like different thicknesses of them. But and it will even say on it, I think the clear gel. Um,
Even the heavy body acrylic paints, they won't be as heavy as that, but you could still get a nice textured look.
so like here's the modeling paste, and it won't dry, like I said, it won't dry clear, and it's pretty
Yeah, it
thick.
doesn't dry clear. That's why I paint over it. I use it as a
Yeah.
base.
So do
Um,
what Cheryl did, and she showed you the base of the sunflower one. But here's the heavy gel medium, and this one looks, obviously it has a white color to it, whitish gray, and it's very pasty. But this one, if you mix your paints with it and use your knife to create a painting, it will dry clear. This one will dry clear. This one's a heavy gel matte. So they come in all different
yeah, there's more
types,
different mediums you could try. Try painting different things
But
with.
you're right too, Cheryl. If you use the thick, heavy body paints and you get good texture, but it's very expensive to do like thick texture with those paints because the heavy bodies cost more, obviously.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to be strategic about your price and your selling or whatever, to mix with one of these would be a good idea. Just some tips from us. All right, Cheryl, I'm going to check the comments and then I think I'm going to run because I got to call my daughter Emily, see how her Key West is going. And I do have to work on my deliverables for my membership to make sure on Monday they get their painting tutorial comes out. And then the next Monday is marketing tip. The Monday after that is social media tip. And inside of my membership, we do 2 brainstorm sessions on Zoom, just like what Cheryl was saying, but she does actual teaching and painting with each other. And on our Zoom sessions where we talk about business, we brainstorm and we help each other out. So let me just see if you have anything to say, go ahead and let us know now so we can go through and check. And Linda
Nice to meet you,
says, cool
Linda.
texture. Thanks for popping on. Thank you for popping on, Linda, and everyone that's been here with us today. Linda and Brenda, who's one of our friends as well. Jane Greer, everyone that's been on, Laura, Madeline. We appreciate you guys hanging out. Lynn, Ellie, you're amazing. Oh, and I just wanted to let you know I still have one more snail mail to send out. And I do that from my text list. I pick from my text list. So I don't know where the heck I put it right now, but it is a Hobby Lobby card. So if you're on my text list, then who knows? You could get that. So Cheryl, go ahead. You want to finish and close us out and give some last final little thoughts or pointers?
Sure. What I tell my people a lot of times too is, and you can see what I've got all around me, is you don't have to always just paint on a piece of canvas too. There's so many other things you could paint on, and people, and if you do craft fairs and that sort of thing, it doesn't have to always be just a canvas. You can paint on, like these got my little creepy ceramic balls there. And also look, you can paint on baseball caps, which also means you can paint on canvas coats. And I did these recently, and then I'll let you guys get going on with your day. Oh, I got 2 things here I'll show you, because really, when you go into yard sales or flea markets or Target, you can find cool things. This is an old ice skate.
Oh, awesome.
These I got at Target, and I'm going to paint some sort of little ceramic vase, glass salt and pepper shakers. Oh, I forgot about these. I did these a long time ago as a class or a live. Little tags. You can buy them at Hobby Lobby with your gift card you might win.
Yeah.
Little craft tags, and you can paint on those. And these were a good big hit recently. Little tiny sneakers from Hobby Lobby.
Oh my gosh. They're so cute. So those look like, are they baby sizes or
they look like girl sizes? They were so cute. They're 5'6".
Gosh, I love them.
And I did half think of painting Krampuses on them and bringing them to Spooky Empire, because that might be fun.
Oh my gosh.
So keep your eyes open. You don't have to always be on a canvas. You could paint on anything. These acrylic paints are fabulous. I paint on everything with them. And you might find a little niche there on painting shoes, sneakers, who knows? But so if you're looking to sell.
I think, oh my gosh, wait, while you're on that, go ahead and talk to them. I got to show you what I painted on. This was years ago, but
yeah. So anyways, I do painting lessons for beginners to advanced, but if you are a beginner, I can take you step by baby step through paintings. Don't get overwhelmed by looking at some of my detailed painting, because I really do break it down really easy for you. Oh, I love that, Amy. That's fabulous. It was my band. I've been wanting to do a denim jacket lately too.
My band is called Amy's Angry.
Love it.
Yeah, and then I hand sewed on like all these little beads and stuff, and painted the skull and the purple flowers, and
so we'd love to see if you're painting on anything unusual too. So you can always put pictures in the comments here. It doesn't have to be now; it could be later. Come back.
Yeah.
Again, any questions? We'll keep an eye on this feed, so you can always ask questions later if you think of them.
Exactly.
But it's been great to see you. It was a great unexpected pleasure, Amy. Thank you.
I know we got to do it more often.
We
Just kind of
should. We
all
should
on
make
the
a schedule.
fly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
All right. Well,
Fun.
cheers to you all, and
Good,
we'll
guys.
see you
Hey,
again
Zena.
soon. Bye. Bye,
Bye,
Zena.
guys. Great to see you. Thanks, Amy.